Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Luke Monster. Today I'll be reviewing the Star Wars Black Series Jedi Survivor Riot Scout Trooper. This is of course part of the Gaming Greats line, and it is from the brand new game Jedi Survivor, which actually doesn't release until March of 2023. So we are a few months away from that game, but it's really awesome that we're finally getting figures for it. Looking at the side of the box here, we do have that amazing artwork of the Riot Scout Trooper. I do love the big shield here, and we do have some nice artwork of some TIE Fighters and some Star Destroyers up in like the top of the art there, looking really nice. You can go ahead and pause the video and read the bio if you would like, but this is number 14 in the Gaming Greats line, as you can see by the price tag here. I paid $27.99 for the figure at GameStop because it is a GameStop exclusive. And of course, we do have this, again, more of the artwork here looking really, really nice. Not a whole lot going on this side of the box, so let's go ahead, crack this guy open, and take a closer look. And real quick, before we get into the video, we are going to be giving away this Clone Captain Rex here in only 5 days. We are actually doing a giveaway because we had 8,500 subs, so I want to thank you guys so much for all the recent support. I just really appreciate it. And there's still 5 days left to enter the giveaway, so make sure to go check out the giveaway video. It is pinned in the card and linked in the description right now. All you have to do is make sure you're subbed to the channel to enter, and then comment on that giveaway video. So make sure you go do that, and on to the review. Alrighty, so we do have the Riot Scout Trooper out of the box, and I gotta say, this one looks almost exactly the same as the original Gaming Greats Scout Trooper, but it does seem to have the Riot Shield included as well. So this one is, of course, from the newer Jedi game, Jedi Survivor. Jedi Fallen Order came out a few years ago, and this is the sequel to that game, so it's really exciting that we're getting some new figures for this game before the game is even coming out. That is awesome. But yeah, this does look like to be pretty much re-released, just with an extra Riot Shield. So let's go ahead, get him off of the spinny stand, and take a closer look. Alrighty, so taking a look at this figure, first up I do want to just look at the Riot Shield itself. And it attaches to his hand pretty easily. He does hold on to this little thing right here, and then this part does clip around his arm. It is pretty soft, so it can come off and go back on pretty easily, which is really nice. And I mean, I could do it with one hand here, which is really nice. And yeah, so really like how that's working. And then I also just love the transparent plastic here that is involved with the Riot Shield. I think that's super cool, and it's a really nice addition to the figure. And also looking at the little baton here, this is the exact same baton that did come with the previous one, so nothing special, just has this little flame, not a flame, the little electric effect, I guess you could say. And yeah, that's exactly the same that came with the other one, so pretty simple there. Let's go ahead and take a close look at the articulation. So the Scout Trooper was actually one of the first figures in the line, I believe coming out back in the, I want to say it was the blue line in 2014 or 15, so it's been out for a long time, but this figure still has great articulation. So taking a look here, as you can see, his elbow can get quite far, and so this one, unfortunately, this little strap that comes down, it hinders the little articulation because it does wrap around this elbow. So unfortunately that does kind of get in the way, and it does hinder the articulation a little bit on this one. But with this arm, as you can see, look at that articulation. That looks incredible. For one of the first figures coming out in the line, the articulation on this figure is crazy. And yeah, it still stands up to today's standards, and that's why you haven't seen a new Scout Trooper mold yet, because it's pretty dang good. And now his arm can go all the way up into like a T-pose, but this little shoulder pad does go over this strap here, and it does look like if you keep it like that for a while, it will warp the shoulder pad. So I kind of suggest you don't do that, but it's not horrible. There is no ab crunch at all. There's a little bit of a swivel here, but other than that, there's not much. I did kind of skip over the head, so going back, he does have a pivot up and down, and then maybe a ball joint. I don't know if it's, yeah, I think there's a ball joint there, but you're not getting much articulation out of it. He does have this really cool backpack kind of like energy cell apparatus that does go around in this strap here, and that is new for the original Scout Trooper, but it is just reused for this one. So like I said, that is exactly the same as the original figure. Looking at the legs, can kick out very far, and then double jointed knees, you can get a lot of articulation there. And then looking at the feet, he does have a swivel at the boot, as well as a rocker at the ankle, and then of course a pivot too. So on the right we do have the original Gaming Greats Riot Scout Trooper, and then on the left we do have the new one with the shield. And these two are very similar, exact same mold wise, but there are a few differences. For starters, this one does have a different color baton, so this one is kind of like a gray plastic, as the new one is more of a bluish color. So interesting to see the difference there, but it is the exact same mold, nothing new there. And the only other real differences I can find are some paint differences, mainly on this kind of like strap apparatus. This one is more of that like darker blue kind of color, more of that blue hue, as this one is more of a black color, which is nice. I think the black looks a lot better and it blends with the suit a little bit better. And then this one does have a red wire going down, where this one has a more of an orangish, like a burnt orange color. So yeah, definitely some differences there. Only other difference I can find, a tan strap here with more of a cream color snap there. Flipping around to the back, again, just the different color on the little battery pack straps. Like, there's not a whole lot different there. I guess his elbow there looks unpainted on mine. I didn't do that, so that came out of the box that way, I guess. Yeah, that's really the only differences I can find. They look pretty similar. First up for comparisons here, we do have the standard Gaming Great Scout Trooper on the left that we just looked at, and then we actually do have the Imperial Security droid on the right. Exact same mold as K2SO, just a little different. I really do like that one. Has a nice splash of color, and I think it looks great next to these Scout Troopers. Next up, it is Jedi Fallen Order, so I had to throw in the two Cal Kesses that we do have in the line. We do have the Deluxe Cal on the right, and we do have the standard Red Box Cal on the left. Now, there is a brand new mainline Cal coming out in 2023, and unfortunately, I don't have that one out yet, but that one is supposed to be from Jedi Survivor, the exact same game that this Scout Trooper is from, so we'll have to wait and see for when that figure comes in. I'll definitely do a comparison, but for now, this is what we got, and honestly, I think it looks pretty good. The Purge Troopers were two figures that were a really big part of the original Jedi Fallen Order game, and so I figured I had to include them in this comparison. We do have the Red Pauldron Purge Trooper on the right, and we do have the Black Pauldron Electrostaff Trooper on the left. Both are looking great, and we do see these guys fight alongside quite often, so it's really nice to get a side-by-side comparison, and they look really good together. Next up for comparisons, we do have the brand new Kenobi Purge Trooper on the right, and I figured I'd include this figure because there is a 5-year time jump in the new Jedi Survivor game. We don't really know if they're going to continue with the old design for the Purge Troopers or if they're going to update to the new design, because I do believe that Kenobi takes place right around the same time as this new game. So, I mean, chronologically, they would be updated to the new Purge Trooper armor, so we'll have to wait and see if they do include that in the game. So I figured I would include it in the comparison, but we'll have to wait and see. And of course, we do have the second Sister Inquisitor on the left, looking really nice. And then last up for comparisons, we do have the standard Imperial Stormtrooper on the right, and then the Gaming Greats Flame Trooper, also from Jedi Fallen Order, on the left. Both are looking great. I think the weirdest thing here is to see the different colors of white that we have here. Like, we do have the very bright, clean white of the Stormtrooper, a little bit more of a matte, dirtier white for the Scout Trooper, and then like a yellowed white for the Flame Trooper. It's really interesting to see the difference there, and I still think they look all great together. I think I'd like to see maybe the Scout Trooper, though, with that nice glossy white armor, but you never know. We'll have to wait and see. So yeah, overall, I do really like this figure. I'm a big fan of the Gaming Greats line ever since it came out, and I did buy the original Scout Trooper when it first came out, and I loved that figure. This is practically the same figure, with some updated coloring, and then of course the added Riot Shield. The Riot Shield is a great addition, and I think it looks great. You can buy a few of these, have the Riot Shield, or you can just take them off and have some of the normal Scout Troopers. So either way, I think it's a win-win, and I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. Overall, it looks great. Accessories are really good with that Riot Shield and the baton, and it's just a really cool army builder. So, like I said, 5 out of 5. I do highly suggest you guys go pick this up if you are a Stormtrooper fan, or just a fan of Jedi Fallen Order, or even the new Jedi Survivor. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.